Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the myth of Talk no Jutsu. Now, Talk no Jutsu is a narrative and of course is pushed heavily in the anime community to completely bash Naruto as a series and as a franchise, because of course Naruto tries to reason more and more with his villains, trying to say, I went through what you went through, and get them on their side and or see the error of their ways to stop what they're doing and basically commit an action to basically be seen as a hero at the end. And first, that's a bad interpretation of the story, because Naruto has socked and fought every single one of his villains. When the villain is beaten and has a crisis at the end, knowing he's going to lose to Naruto, is when Naruto talks to him. Naruto only talks when he is about to kill someone. Naruto does not like to kill, and yes, he's in the ninja world. He doesn't like to kill, so he wants to reason with them and have a more peaceful resolution to the thing. But after he beats them to near death, we have an awesome fight with Pain, Nagato, Obito, Madara. He tries to reason, talk, but he knows, hey, I gotta beat you up first. Even Sasuke that he keeps trying to talk to, he beats him up mercilessly, to the point that Sasuke runs away, because Sasuke's like, hey, yo, I'm not on his level. And yes, technically Sasuke at the end of the first part of Naruto is stronger than that version of Naruto. It's just Naruto has the nine tails, so Sasuke really can't beat him in the first place. Well, also with that is that, hey, there's multiple wars, there's multiple fights that Naruto is a part of, and Naruto tries not to kill. It's just a peaceful resolution at the end of the fight. For example, Kaguya, he doesn't reason, he doesn't talk to, nor does he try to even understand what Kaguya is going to. Him, Sasuke, and Sakura, and Kakashi to some extent, go straight to work to Kaguya. Be like, oh, we have to kill this girl. Now, of course, you can't kill Kaguya, so instead they seal her in her dimension. Well, also, Talk no Jutsu is a pretty bad thing for anyone who hasn't seen Naruto and think, hey, he just talks to his enemies. No. If the QB had taken over fully of Naruto in some of his first part fights, most of them would be dead. For example, Zabuza, Haku, dead by Naruto's nine tails, but wasn't. Should've, but wasn't. Multiple enemies just not on the nine tails level, and of course it is suppressed by the seal of Minato. While also we have these fights, we have these wars, Naruto is trying to change the world while being not changing by seeing peaceful resolution. So it's not in terms of, hey, violence is the last resort. It's like, hey, I will demonstrate to you the power, demonstrate that we not on the same level. I could fold you if I really wanted to, and I will continue to fold you, at least in his battles in the first and Shippuden, of course. That he in this instance be like, I don't want to kill you, dog. Just make it right. Do something. Make it right. So this Talk no Jutsu of him trying to reason with his villains, trying to be like, oh, Naruto has no good fights, or Naruto doesn't do anything, Naruto doesn't kill his enemies. All his villains, granted not because of him, has died after realizing, I can't fight Naruto and survive this. Well, we also have to take into account the villains that Naruto faced are all broken heroes. The thing about Naruto, except Kaguya, is that they're broken heroes. They're people that took bad decisions, were influenced by the wrong people, and most of them, since childhood, listened to these wrong people and went ahead with multiple bad plans, multiple bad things, and unfortunately got caught up in the life of being a villain. Obito, with Ren, listened to Madara all those years, trained with Madara all those years, and he's a broken hero, trying to make the world right in his ways, of course. Madara, same thing, child soldier, lost his whole family basically in the war with the Senju clan, settled for peace, and he was like, nah, something's wrong here. So he goes out, tries to make a plan for peace for the whole world. Nagato, child of war, grew up in the Rain Village. The Rain Village is still in disarray, but instead he tries to make peace, tries to do something with his two other friends of Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan, tries to bring peace and prosperity to the Rain Village while also trying to stop the second or third Great Ninja War. Don't get me wrong, I don't know. But ends up, his Yahiko, his friend, is being killed and unfortunately goes down the life of being a villain, of course, with some manipulation from Obito at that time. So they're broken heroes. They're people at first who had good intentions, who had good thoughts, who wanted to change the world, just like Naruto, but instead had to make some decisions that, and were manipulated by. This is just were manipulated, but they had good intentions. That's why when they were brought to their senses after getting decked the snaz out of by Naruto, they was like, hey, yo, my fault, I'm sorry, here, I'll do this for you and help you out in this essential final battle that you'll have eventually with rather Kaguya Madara. Either way, right? They're all broken heroes to some extent, except Kaguya and maybe Orochimaru. Even Orochimaru to some extent, and I know isn't directly, an antagonist to Naruto. And even Orochimaru to some extent is a broken hero. He wants perfection. He wants people to live. Granted, he has to sacrifice many bodies to do it, but he wants people to live and achieve their ultimate form through a series of science. He thinks science is the answer. So they all have good intentions, right? Good intentions to some extent, trying to bring peace and prosperity to their own world. And Naruto tries to reason with that, be like, hey, you kind of can't do that. You kind of got to see it my way. And hopefully this brings back to your senses. And it works. You think Nagato, if Pain won that fight in the Leaf, he's going to just go on a kill streak. And then the Ghetto Maza would just be opened up. Cool, gone. Right? Multiple people would not have listened to Naruto if Naruto doesn't directly defeat them before saying, hey, I kind of can't kill you right now. I could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to kill you right now. I'm not going to kill you. Can you please just change your ways? And that helps them get on their side. So I don't know. I don't know where this myth and narrative, of course, of Talk No Jutsu comes up. And of course, people try to use it in arguments with me. But as you can plainly see, as people can, if you watch the series or at least play the games or to some extent, at least search up something, Naruto is dead and is going after people in these fights. He just doesn't go for the kill because he wants people to change his ways. Unless you're Kaguya and Madara to some extent, then he's directly going for the kill. He doesn't care. There's no reasoning with that. Other than that, he tries because he doesn't want to kill. He wants to build a world of peace. He wants to build a world where everyone gets along, and there's not classless and children without families because of other shinobi. So he has good cause. The villains are broken heroes. And then on top of that, their Talk No Jutsu is by people who barely watch the show. So I really don't get that narrative wise that I see on a lot of social media platforms. So that's deciphering? What is it, breaking down? So I can't think of the word right now, but taking down the myth of Talk No Jutsu, because that is a myth. It is a complete myth. He fights, he just doesn't fight to kill. None of the fights Naruto actually goes for the kill. He tries to reason to the best of his possibilities at the end of the fight where everyone's near death. Everyone. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.